Welcome back, everybody, to map number 2 of this best of 3. Again, we're in the semi-finals in the upper bracket of our NA qualifiers for the Pro Series. Exciting stuff, where we'll move on to face SKDC in the upper bracket finals, but we're live here on Overpass. It is the map choice of WinOut, hence them starting on this T side, and I'm curious to see where the strategy takes them, as it's 4 of them going into Underpass at the moment. Nice pop flash from Disciple, but he gets taken down immediately, and a good start here for the WinOut lineup as Wild One finds Pex as they push out short towards B.
Oh, Maxaki gets flanked as well, so now just 2 remain for CT side. We have Monty as well as Vez. Vez working in from the stairs here. Jacobson wisely shuts the door, guaranteeing that the CT has to make noise to approach. Takes the fight, instantly moved by Jacobson, and looking to close up this round on their map choice quite soundly. Is WinOut, and everything came down to those opening picks. Inside of the stairs, Disciple, if he doesn't get the kill in that situation, he just wants information, then he's trying to fall back right afterwards, but he gets taken out immediately. Pex with the answer to try to fight inside of the stairs to try to get back the advantage, but can't get it done, and WinOut close out the round nicely. But Ace Gaming here, going for a force buy right back at him. What's the strat from that? Once again, they want to try to contest the stairs, this time going quietly. And for WinOut, their strategy, just to fan out, make sure they don't walk into any stacks from Ace Gaming. And now they have a great pinch onto the stairs players.
Yeah, J-Stone leading that charge as they are going to take down one. Disciple drops as well. Pex tries to chime in. Maxaki close to the situation as well, but 2 on 5. As Monty's getting no action at this bomb site A. Maxaki from short B. Trying to find tricky technique that might find him a frag. But it is going to be an A bomb site play, and Monty, oh, he's going to whiff on Wild Roy. Can't find anything for himself. Maxaki now getting run down, and WinOut able to get through that round without losing a single member against an upgraded pistol buy. That's also, again, a really good start for them.
Yeah, and with that buy, the fact that nobody saved with it for Ace Gaming makes it certain that we're not going to see an AWP, unless they want a glass cannon after getting some frags. But highly doubt we're going to see an AWP in the next round. And for WinOut, it's nice for them that the stand-in that they got can also wield an op nicely. You know, Wild Roy replacing Bluminator, a very standout opper. But let's get into this round. For CTs, they are stacked on short B. They aren't getting any action over there. I'm sensing the trend on WinOut's anti-eco that they're favoring the A-bomb site. And I like that because the angles in which you take into A are much wider. It's easier to take it as a team coordinated and, you know, limit the possibilities of an eco stack or you're running into one. So for WinOut, I'm liking their anti-eco, and they did a good job up until the end of not making it expensive for themselves. So now on to a gun round here, and Ace, once again, not going to be able to get an AWP on the board, but I'm not sure that's on the menu for them anyways.
Yeah, as now, and we'll buy up. It's going to be Vez picking up only a FAMAS M4A1S across the board. Otherwise, Jacobson on the T side is going to be opping. And we'll see if that means they favor, once again, this A-bomb site, as obviously with op, you can work towards long A, you can work up mid. B, there's only a couple angles you can really work, just kind of through the long pipe towards Canal. It's not a bad angle, but we actually see a boost here from the CT side. Pex, I have not seen this one. They boost on top of the Sam. This is really powerful.
Let me see this.
That's really, really powerful. Grego should die here. He actually gets tagged up. Grego has no idea where he's being shot from. this is boost gate all over again. And then he goes down. What a...
Wow. He didn't even get the information he was looking for.
He has no idea.
All he wanted was to figure out where am I getting shot from. And he's trying to do that for the next rounds, to figure out what exactly Ace has up their sleeve. Ooh, that was a nasty unintended pun there.
That was fantastic.
Fantastic accident there, but WinOut here, after dwindling their numbers down a bit, want to take it to A. Almost get the bomb down. He was just setting it. He had all the numbers punched in, but just couldn't set it down. J-Stone does reply with a nade, but getting the bomb down at this point is near impossible for them. Pex coming through on the flank, finishing off the round. Good first gun round for Ace Gaming, and the fact that they busted out that boost early and it hasn't been spotted, that has got to put worrisome thoughts into WinOut's head.
Definitely. Definitely. As Ace actually worked a really cool boost over at A as well. There's this park sign here that kind of lets you know what's going on. You've got, I'm not going to try and read the other language, but nonetheless, you can see Vez and Monty here setting up right now. So the way Monty is peeking up over, this is it's a very, very nice angle. Only his head's showing, and you don't usually aim that high if you're coming towards that bomb site. So good stuff from them. We'll see if it works out as the T side working into the stairwell. They are going to come out towards short B. AGM leading the charge, and it's going to be 4 of them in this location. Now their 9-player Grego trying to work once again back towards Canal, and it's actually, we're not going to see that same stack. So they decide to keep it and use that at a later time, and I like that as well, because you've got to imagine that they're looking for something like that in this round just to figure out exactly what it was. But Ace, nope, we're just not doing it this round. You're gonna have to break into B, and that mystery will still remain.
Yeah, and that is the precise word for it. It's a mystery that WinOut has to solve quickly. Because whenever they take into B, they're going to be worried about where that player is going to be at. Nope, double Molotovs, bombarding the short push, running through the fire. This J-Stone, though, gets one before the trade happens. Trading back and forth, still even. Now, advantage Ace, and still trying to pressure their way in towards B. They still have to deal with Pex down below. Tapping the bomb, Wild Roy. Okay, evens it back out 2-on-2 here. Monty looking for the fight. I don't know if he saw Wild Roy make it around that corner. And still without the bomb, and with only 10 seconds remaining, everything Ace has to do, or all Ace has to do, is just make sure Grego can't enter the bomb site. Wild Roy goes down. Monty left alone 1-on-1. And yep, all he has to do is play the time and win out. Running out of time, and they spent so much time trying to safely take into the B bomb site that they didn't allot enough to, get that bomb down.
And Monty clutch at the very end there, finds an op for himself. And that's going to be a nice weapon to bring into the next round, and if I'm WinOut in that B-side play, at the very least I wanted to figure out what the heck was going on that round previous, and they didn't even get that. So now, left scratching their heads as Ace has this trick up their sleeve that at some point they can pull it out once again, and I don't know what hit them, but looks like they are going to opt for another B-side play. Grego in the same position, or similar position to where he got owned, if you will, from that boost, but it's going to be Pex to actually take down J-Stone.
He got his ankles just ripped off.
Yeah, it was not a fun-looking situation. Pex, nice flashbang as he takes down Grego, spots out that the rest of the players are there, but turns his back towards short. Jacobson just barely misses him as he is going to get caught on a reload. Maxaki, though, follows up and not going to allow Jacobson to utilize that rifle. That nade, AGM. Haircut with a nade, not most healthy way to do things, as Wild Roy now in a 1-on-4 tries to put some fire up towards Maxaki and actually brings him down to 33, but Maxaki hitting shots. He's going to find his second for the round, and Ace Gaming bring things back 3-3.
Now we may see a, nope, we're not going to see a save from WinOut here. Their economy was good enough to, after the 3-round losses, to still have enough to buy. Now if you're WinOut, you want to try back towards A. They've been devoting a lot of attention over towards B. From my thoughts, just to try to figure out exactly what Ace is doing over there. And I just love that Ace, after getting it, or after doing the boost at the beginning, they're not going to do it until WinOut, gives them a reason to adjust their current setup. Now they went over towards the A bomb site early with the majority of their players as Ace, and now WinOut want to take control of the bathrooms area. Vez in the bathrooms here. Gets the first one. Where's the trade? Oh, whips out his pistol. I think Vez thought he was in the clear there, but still fighting for the bathroom control. Disciple doesn't want to give up his stall, if you will, and still WinOut. They're a little spread out, though. They want to work this short player up towards B, but with limited players remaining and the information that Disciple has gained, I don't think Ace is going to be too confused here or even give up any entry kills. I lied.
And we'll have one, but trade it off immediately, and Disciple hangs tight inside of this A-bomb site, spots out J-Stone, brings him down very low, over the top nade, but Maxaki gets there before it lands. As Wild Roy will take down Maxaki, so the op out of play in a 1-on-2 situation with 30 seconds. Disciple, oh, he is still peeking, and he does not have a teammate ready just yet. Monty now on CT stairs has an angle where he might be able to peek. Wild Roy with one nade could deal with Disciple, but obviously we can see a little bit more than he can, and Monty ends up taking him down 4-3, as they will be able to grab Maxaki's up, bring it into the next round, and make it less expensive rebuying here. WinOut. Imagine they're going to go for a save, but a save that'll have, I imagine they'll get at least a vest on their players, as they have almost full loss bonus. They're at 4 rounds lost, but end up only putting it on J-Stone. Interesting, as I still feel like they'll have enough even with it. Nonetheless, they're going to go with that. And it looks like they're going to be putting a lot of players towards Fountain. 2 coming through Underpass towards Stairwell. Disciple to take down the first, as they've actually swapped the op over. Interesting, as Maxaki was holding on to that previous. As Vez finds one, Disciple loses his head. J-Stone. Nice op, or rather deagle shot there. Actually picked up an op, but decided to continue using his deagle. That is confidence right there. As Grego finds Maxaki. Wow, that was a big frag, and Pex will be able to end the situation, but if he finds Pex as well, Monty with 8 HP was not in a good situation, to say the least.
I love the humor between the two teams here. Disciple got murdered, so WinOut, you know, it's one of the few things that went right that round, so why not take a little shot at one of your buddies on the other side. Got one in. At least I got you there, right? But 5 now rounds in a row for the Ace Gaming side, and what I'm seeing from their CT side is just phenomenal. The amount of looks that they're giving WinOut, not only on Overpass, but on Inferno as well. We saw them on Inferno do crazy stuff on their CT sides. At the beginning, your first gun round, it's generally not a gambit, or not as advisable of a gambit to go for that sort of aggression, but I'll hold that thought, as WinOut already with 2 opening frags over here towards the B bomb site. Just Maxaki here remaining with his AWP. Ooh, lines him up, nearly gets a double. Oh, can't hit it on the second. Now Ace Gaming in this 2-on-4 might want to think about safe.
Ooh, Monty, though, sprays right into the smoke, finds a headshot onto Wild Roy. That looked bizarre, but nonetheless, they find it, and they're going to flash over the top. Monty with a nice boost on the shoulders of Vez. J-Stone very close on the other side of the wall, as should be able to spot. This is the scenario. He's going to flash up. He goes for the peek, goes down, though, and now a 2-on-2. Jacobson with Zop will be able to take down Monty, and I think he's got a good read on Vez. Legs him down to 15 HP. He's going to try and smoke up, and this is looking a little bit bleak for him, and yeah, he eventually goes down to AGM Spammer with that AK-47. WinOut bring it to 4 on their T side, and I feel like this map a little bit more even. It still is CT sided, but not as nuke-esque as we had seen early on. Now with a lot of the changes that they've done, feels kind of like a 9-6 map. So WinOut moving up to 4. Ace on 5. They are going to be forcing up in this round. Interesting from the CT side, as they do not have very much in terms of equipment on 2 of their players, specifically Vez and Disciple.
This is around, the moment Ace Gaming dropped around, I expected them to go for that cheeky boost, but look, we have so many looks from an Ace Gaming side. This time, they go for a pop flash through short into the stairs room to try to catch anybody inside of stairs. There's the pop flash. A little off with their timing on that, but still the idea is there. And for Ace Gaming to do this on a round where their buy isn't the best, just great timing from them. Even though it didn't work out, the idea is just really stellar for the Ace Gaming side. Now with control of the stairs, and they don't have too much vision on B though, so they're still worried. WinOut could be over towards B, but as we could see, everybody heading towards A here.
Yeah, it's going to be Monty that gets dropped as AGM comes into bank. Grego putting some pressure still on this B-bomb side, eventually goes down to Pex, but did a lot of damage to Maxaki there. So we'll see if they try and go for this in mid. They have to be very careful as J-Stone working a flank, and it's going to be him and Wild Roy to take down 1. Technically, both kills in J-Stone's favor, as Pex and Maxaki, gotta imagine they're just going to be saving here. Maxaki very low. Pex, not so low, but they don't have a kid. He's got pretty much a full nade set. Good idea to just bring these weapons into the next round, but it is going to mean 5-5 WinOut, again, their map choice. They want to get as many T rounds, make their CT side as easy as possible, and bring us to that third map, which will be Mirage if WinOut can take this one. But Jay Stone, wow, nice shot from him. Moves up the stairs. Takes down Pex, Maxaki. Oh, his time was limited, but made it through the round, and he will have a rifle in this round. His teammates, not to say the same.
Only player with a weapon here. They might be even looking at a double save, perhaps. Maybe, depending on what they want to go with. Disciple going with a P250, only with 1600. He's looking at 21-ish. I guess it's good enough. But now, WinOut. Want to head over towards A-bomb site. They're heading straight into the clutches of Ace over here at Long. AGM goes down. Now realizing what's going on, WinOut. Want to fall off and kind of limit the advantage that Ace is trying to gain here. So at 4-on-5, they still have a big weapon advantage. And now evening out the numbers, heading back towards B, still keeping the bomb in playground. So they're trying to jockey Ace out of position. Oh, Wild Roy takes out the long player. And the key component to that was they did not show the bomb with that. They dropped the bomb before they peeked along. So Ace still has no idea where that bomb's coming from. And both sites are under siege.
Yeah, and we can see that they're opting to put Monty and Vez on the same site. They'll have the rifle over on A, as Wild Roy will get spotted out, working towards Long. Maxaki looking to get aggressive back towards mid, as he's just trying to find an advantage for his team. He's got a post up inside of the washrooms. We're going to see a number of nades rain over the top towards A. We'll see if they decide to commit to it. It's actually only one. Wild Roy ends up committing, but the rest of the players heading to this B bomb site. Vez is going to find out the hard way, as they've already made it up short. Monty calling out that they're already in sight, and it's going to be Maxaki and Monty trying to salvage this round. Maxaki coming in from stairs. Jay Stone clotheslines him. Now only Monty. We'll see if he can make this any more expensive. He only has a USPS, actually, and I like what he's doing here. The call should have been made that there is an AK-47 down in washrooms. That's where Wild Roy was dropped, and it looks like they've actually called a different weapon that's way down long. Nonetheless, he's going to go grab one, save it for the next round.
Yeah, first frag of the round. And WinOut didn't hide that weapon. So we'll see if Monty can find it.
Maybe they did hide that weapon.
Yeah, I didn't see that they did. Sneaky guys.
He's going to go down. I'm surprised that they didn't call out. Again, Maxaki killed Wild Roy very close to the front of the A-bomb site, and there was an AK right there. Didn't call it out, though, and Monty will go down without a weapon. They buy up in this round nonetheless, but it would have been great as he could maybe drop that over to Disciple, and obviously they would have had a little bit more to work with.
Yeah, definitely. I guess they only had a sure call on the one weapon at the beginning. Now a big round for Ace here. They gotta stop the bleeding. WinOut looking good on their map choice on the T side. And now what's the adjustment? Are they finally going for this boost again? Yes, they are. Yes. So Pex, now finally when things are looking a little bleak, now they go for the boost, but WinOut may have just made their way around it. This boost spot from Pex, if you can't get it done immediately, then it kind of becomes irrelevant unless WinOut tries to fall back. So WinOut, the fact that they moved this close into B, now Ace Gaming has to worry about a cat or short potential take by WinOut, and that boost, if a catwalk take comes through, then it's highly vulnerable.
Yeah, and we actually see Maxaki get spammed down to 25 hit points. The situation he wanted to find himself in, but the bomb's actually working up long A, and they might catch Vez and Monty by surprise here as AGM slowly lurking up. And the question is, when does the stack drop? Monty now thinking about it. Oh man, this is gonna be very, very interesting as we do see Maxaki go down in B. And it might actually be a good sign if they're actually going to drop this stack purely because the call is made that it's the other side of that.
What?
He finds both of them!
That should not have happened. That is not the way that's supposed to work. Ace falls off of that stack. Then WinOut thinks, the WinOut player there that was trying to approach, he had no idea where that sound came from. It spooked him. He heard them drop down off of the boost, and he decides to check left. Because when do you ever expect a sound to come from that position so close to you? So it really spooked him. And Ace somehow, Bez, with that play, he had no business doing that. That was just absurd.
And if you minus those players trying to bust into the B-bomb site, if you just take that out of the situation, those players from long push, they get 2 free kills, generally speaking. They should have had those. But because the B bomb site is being sieged, the call has been made that there's a lot of action near B. They jump off that stack, and then we see all that madness unfold. My God. The fortune for Ace Gaming, that was great for them. WinOut, they're going to watch the demo and be like, wow, we definitely could have had that one, but just didn't work out. And now it is going to be 6-6. They don't have a lot of money on the CT side, hence why we're seeing Maxaki forced to pick up a Mag 7. The rest of the team does have decent rifles on the field, but the T side will have Jacobson still with an op on the field. So we'll see how this works, and actually the CT's working this boost once again. Pex,
double
he's gonna blindside him, and he takes out Grego again. He's like, what is going on in this spot? Now twice he's died in that same position, has no idea where he got shot from.
Yeah, he's got to be thinking they're using the Fnatic boost.
Right? Like, it's like the map was changed. It was patched. That's impossible.
Right? Like, are these guys cheating in the non, download sense?
Going no clip.
Yeah, that angle's got to be just frustrating. So WinOut doesn't want to deal with it over towards B, so their only other option is head towards into A here. Their one prong at long has been taken out, so only WinOut left with that take out bathrooms. But the bomb is way split up. Both players go down trying to enter. The bomb can't make it out on the flank, so Ace Gaming move up 7-6 here. And I think it just goes to show what kind of team Ace Gaming is. They doubled down again on that boost towards A. And on the round that WinOut just saw it coming. Boost even more than, say, rushes like we saw from them on map number 1. To double down like that is so risky because it's one of those spots where you're banking on it working the first time because it's so random. So to do it again and to go for their boost towards A, we're seeing or B, we're seeing so many different looks from Ace Gaming, and I'm surprised that WinOut has gotten so many rounds despite that.
Agreed. Yeah, I think they're fortunate to be at the round count they're at, and they've had some good plays on their end, but definitely Ace Gaming mixing it up quite a bit. It's been a treat to watch them on their CT half, and now we see approaching long A. 3 of the Ts, they've got one posted up in mid. That's going to be Jacobson. J-Stone slowly behind as they will creep up, and AGM first one to peek into the site. Vez gets blindsided as he had no idea, and I'm surprised he had no idea as they had no one looking towards long, so that was definitely a vulnerable area of attack. J-Stone on the Disciple. Monty can't connect on the spray, and this is looking pretty darn good for the T side as they get the bomb set. Now Jacobson, he's going to hear Pex running around from the stairs. If he peeks out of this angle, I like that he doesn't do the peek that I thought he was going to go for, as he would have gone right to the crosshair. Pex instead finds the angle from behind. And it's only Maxaki finds the first. Now 1-on-2, going to drop a smoke onto the bomb here, taps it, and he's actually just going to go for it. Jacobson, oh, he will find the frag. Takes some couple bursts, but in the end, it will be enough. 7-7 as WinOut. They're able to take that round, and Ace Gaming just a small slip up, just the awareness that someone could be coming up long. They just didn't have that, and again, that was the opening that WinOut looked for, and it worked out great.
And Jacobson just demonstrating how much of a veteran he actually is. Like, the man's been playing 1.6 invite since even before I got into the scene, almost like a decade ago. So the guy been in Green Berets for a long time back in the day, if anybody remembers them. But and then he realizes what's going on. In that 1 versus 1, he sacrifices his teammate because Pex in that situation thinks if nobody peeks bathrooms to save their teammate, then nobody is there. So it's that frag as Pex thinks it's clear, and then as he takes into sight, Maxaki smokes off the bomb, and a lot of players will just start panic spraying. Once that tap is made and somebody smokes off the bomb, we see them just spray and go crazy. Instead, what Jacobson does is line up 3 different bursts, 3 different locations in which the CT could be diffusing. So he eliminates all 3 instead of just going for the random spray. I just loved everything that I saw from Jacobson that round and completely ignored the next round.
That's quite all right. As WinOut, they were able to take the final round of the half. And that means they will have the lead moving into their CT side, which is honestly, that is fantastic for them. They've got to be happy about the numbers they put up, especially, again, Ace Gaming. They had a really nice CT side there. But do want to let you guys know, again, one of our partners here at RGN, Alpha Draft. If you guys are interested in esports fantasy and that kind of thing, definitely check out alphadraft.com, as they have a really nice interface for basically, you see 4 matches, you can create a team, you want to obviously pick the players that are going to get you the most points, that kind of fun stuff. And again, check out alphadraft.com if you are curious about that. But again, pistol round number 2 about to go live, and we've got Raid Boss on the field here. Pex going to be given the Tech 9. He bought up armor. They dropped him that weapon. And when you see that happen, you got to keep all eyes on that player, as he is definitely going to be a massive component of their pistol round strat.
Yeah, and he's at the back, though. I'd like for him to be
bizarre.
Like the head of the arrow instead, you know, being the fin. But they are taken in towards A. Now he is leading the charge to the bathrooms. WinOut. They get aggressive early at the bathrooms, but immediately relinquish it. And now Ace looking to take in. One player from long, the rest coming from up short. 2 opening frags. So nice for Ace Gaming. That's another one. Disciple, Magsaki, as well as Bez getting in on the action. And now WinOut. 2 players up. Where do you retake from? You have to go from either bank or main, and there's no way. There's so many players up. Oh, what a shot by J-Stone, though. Maybe I'll eat my words. We might see some crazy stuff if J-Stone can continue hitting shots like that. No, it's not going to happen as Grego. Last man up, and good luck here. And 8-8, all tied up. Nice, simple but effective round from Ace Gaming.
Yeah, exactly, and I don't think that could have worked better for them. They've got to be happy about that, as 8-8, they tie things up, and now they have the momentum on their side. They're on the lesser favorite side, but momentum is a very strong beast to tame, as we've got Ace going with 4 MP7s. They've got Disciple with the single AK on the field. WinOut. This is typical from what we see on the CT side. If they lose pistol, they force up on the round thereafter. They've got a scout on Jacobson, and they're going for a bit of a short B play. But they're kind of caught out as all the players coming out from the long pipe. And now AGM stuck at sandbags. They're able to do some decent damage, and eventually Pex does go down as Grego finds the frag, but then he gets dropped. Exploded as that HE grenade lands in his lap. Only Jacobson and Wild Roy, and they certainly want to get a little bit more done, but at this point, it might just be worth it to save these weapons, as you are going to be ecoing in the next round, and it looks like that is going to be the scenario.
Yeah, at least that scout will give you, you know, an X factor that round. Perhaps create a scenario where the rest of your players can come on through and help out. We'll see where they want to bring this. This round went for a bit of a short stack towards B, but everybody from Ace came up the long canal. Now Jacobson. Ooh, if you would have got that frag just a second afterwards, then Bez would have been left worse off economically speaking. But still has money to play with here, and now I want to see WinOut do something. Just random, out of the ordinary, provide a different look. Let Ace Gaming know that you're crazy and you're willing to try different things, because it'll affect the default of Ace Gaming when it finally comes out. And this is not what I wanted to see from them. Perhaps they're trying a short crunch, maybe, but just spread out like this, I don't know. Jacobson with the scout, though. Fighting for fountain control in Ace Gaming. Once again, just want to head up long. I'm sensing a trend here from Ace Gaming. Whenever they do something really decisive, we'll see them follow up and do the exact same thing again. We saw it with the boost, we saw it with the mid-rushes on Inferno, and now here on their T side of Overpass, both anti-eco rounds, they've taken up long Bs. Stark contrast to WinOut, who took a very more passive, slow, methodical, fanned-out route. Nope, now Ace Gaming just got to hold this bomb site, and WinOut without the best economy. Oh, big flank here by Magsaki. No, Pex actually gets both the kills. He was in the corner after all. And Jacobson, nice shot with the scout, but not so important as Ace Gaming is going to be by.
Wow.
Oh, all right. All right, I'll give you some kudos there, Jacobson.
Right.
That old man strength with the scout, just putting it in. You know, he might be able to survive here. He's going to go down, but it's not so bad because they're buying up anyways.
Yeah, I was going to mention, he probably didn't want to bring that scout into the next round. Not a huge deal. I think he did have some armor, but nonetheless, they're going to buy up here. Jacobson with 5,300 to play with. Curious if they want to get it up on the field, if they go for that play, and it looks like that is going to be the scenario. Jacobson goes with the glass cannon, grabs a smoke and a flash, and we'll see where he decides to go with it, as it looks like it's going to be towards long A. He's got a buddy with him, Wild Roy. And they're going to get posted up here. Jacobson actually playing pretty far back, and Wild Roy is actually posted up at the tree, but we can see that it is going to be short B that's contested here, as frags going back and forth. Grego and AGM end up coming out on top, though, as finally Pex chimes in, and he's going to be on a 1v3, though. His Disciple got decimated. The USPS, Pex taken towards B. Only has Grego to deal with here, but obviously we are going to see a rotate come in, and Jacobson now up in heaven, going to be able to provide some help in this situation. And even if he goes back towards A, if he comes up the stairwell, Wild Roy in good position to deal with that as well.
Pex had a read on where Grego was, but Grego moves his position, so the nade hits nothing but the site. And Pex here, going to get flanked by Wild Roy. I love this position from Wild Roy. You never expect this if you're the T. And then Pex goes back towards B now. Still set up here with 2 players as WinOut. So I don't think this is going to bode well for our French friend Pex here. But he's going to go for it. Now makes his approach. Jacobson from the heaven. Grego down below. Gets spotted. Jacobson peeks. Just like that. That's how you do it. If you're WinOut in that scenario, perfect planning from them. Grego takes the first fight. Jacobson comes through with the peek. What can Pex do? Unless he instantly headshots both of them, not a lot. But WinOut do take this round, so moving up to the 9th round for them. And an iffy buy situation. I don't know for Ace Gaming, and they're going to go with Disciple with an op of the rest of the players. There's confusion in the ranks.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with this one, but we'll see how it turns out. Obviously, the idea behind what they're going for is basically just working around these op picks, and they're going to try and recycle it as Disciple trying to peek up towards mid. He hasn't spotted anybody as of yet. You can see that the op on the CT side, same situation as last round. Wild Roy posted up at that tree about halfway up long, and then Jacobson far back with that op in hand. And they're going to jump out. They find out. Vez gathers the information that that op is positioned on long A. They're going to continue their charge slowly up, and I like the spot that Disciple's holding as Jacobson, he wants to get Peaky back towards mid, and he has to peek this angle, and Disciple, oh, he's not going to be able to land it as Jacobson finds the op, and it's going to be Vez, though, comes up long, and Wild Roy, I don't know what he was doing, but he let him come out from the washrooms, and now the bomb is being planted, and they've got an op in their hands.
Yeah, I'm sensing about a 9 on the Richter scale with this flank, though. Wild Roy's got to make up for his error, and now the flank is getting flanked by
man,
Ace.
the flanks.
Right? Got some flankception going on, but WinOut looking to finish off this round, and now Monty left alone, tries to get the flank, but a little too slow. A little too slow for both the flanks there from Wild Roy as well as Monty. Problem being that round, Ace didn't give themselves the best of chances. Like, sure, they got the opening pick, or the opening trade, but with the rest of their players without weapons, we probably would have saw a different end of that round had Ace Gaming spot up with uniformity. And now Ace Gaming, they're going to buy up again on top of it. So I guess Disciple had the calculation, or he knew he had just enough. Perhaps somebody else dropped him. I'm not too sure, but I'm still not a fan of what that Disciple buy in the last one.
Yeah, they ended up dropping him a glow there. He utilized his 2,700 that he had for armor as well as some nades. So yeah, interesting play. And to be honest with you, one of the big reasons that it's the downside to them losing that round is now there's a second op on the CT side. They were able to retrieve that. So without spending that 4,750, they all of a sudden have a little bit more firepower. We'll see if it ends up working out for him. It's going to be Jacobson to open up, and he drops the bomb carrier. Now they're going to be able to pinch on this location as it's J Stone to land onto the Disciple. The T side, they're still trying to press up into the A bomb site without the bomb, and maybe going for some plays that could catch them off guard, but WinOut, they are going to be wise. So this Maxaki tries to make something work over here in the B bomb site. J Stone is very low, so might be able to, at the very least, take him down, and that's going to be so. Can he find another? Not going to happen as he's too busy parkouring around that bomb site. So WinOut, they take the round lead, 11-10. As again, on their map choice, they want to bring this to Mirage as our third random map.
Right, we usually see Mirage every day. We visit the sandy place, but today we haven't seen it yet. So looking forward to see some Mirage, but a little ahead of ourselves as Ace. Still gonna have a couple gun rounds to try to bring this one back, but WinOut on the verge of closing it out. They can win a few more gun rounds. They are in business here. Ace want to try to take up towards long B opening pick. That's huge. Now the catwalk players have to deal with this quickly, but Ace is going to rush the back without getting the bomb down. They leave the bomb all alone. What is going on from Ace? Your primary objective on the eco rounds is to get the bomb, but they're going to go back towards A. WinOut has no idea. They don't realize they don't have the bomb in the site. Ace Gaming, they need to get this bomb down. If they can post plant correctly and dwindle down the numbers of WinOut, both teams have no idea what's going on. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is nuts, and I'm hoping for Ace Gaming that they realize in time that they can actually get the bomb set here, but quickly the CTs, they're already at CT stairs, and they just took too much time doing so, and Maxaki's looking at Disciple, Disciple's looking at Maxaki, and they're like, what do we do here, buddy? I got no idea, and now, I don't know if the CTs know that they're inside of Bank. That's the question here, because, yeah, they take down Wild Roy. Now Jay Stone, I don't know if he got a call out there, but he's going to peek out, finds Disciple, but can't land any bullets, so a 2-on-3 post-plant with an op in Disciple's hands.
It's all down to Disciple here. Maxaki, any frag he can get to make his teammates' life way easier. Oh, Jay Stone doesn't peek. Now Maxaki could do this. No, Jacobson takes him down. Now Disciple, hopefully they got a smoke. They don't need it. Disciple goes down after getting one, but I am really surprised Ace Gaming even got the bomb down in that situation. Both teams so unsure where each other are and then just hiding out in the bank, making it their home for a little while.
They're planning the heist, man. They're planning the heist.
Haven't gotten in on any of that heist action, but yeah, definitely planning it. And now WinOut. They have to be scratching their heads. How did we allow this to happen? But all's well that ends well. They still do win the round. Now Ace Gaming on to another gun round here. Got to make some adjustments. As WinOut a couple rounds away from closing it out. Now Ace Gaming want to take control of the fountains. WinOut giving them a few different looks here. Wild Roy with the AWP. Ooh, nice little shot. On to Monty. Now looking for the trade is Ace. And Wild Roy, he stuck around a bit too long, and he still wants to take the fight. This is a little aggressive in my eyes from this player. Once you get that opening pick, that's when you fall off. That's the point of your aggression. And now Pex trades it off. Not a bad round now for Ace Gaming.
Yeah, and that's the danger. Like you said, the aggression from him. He can't actually, he has no coverage on where Pex just came from. So he finally decides to retreat to site, but blindsided as Pex was waiting for him. And now 4-on-4 is they're going to send a lot of nades towards the A-bomb site. They don't look like they're committing as it's Maxaki to open up. Grego goes down in B. Now this is open for business. Jay Stone, though, he could be a huge component as they know that the B bomb site is clear, but they have no idea about Shorten. Oh, he's gonna wait. Pex spots him out, though, and Jay Stone, he could have found the frag on the first one, decided to wait, and it's a difficult decision because it ends up working out like that. Some of the times, other times, you wait and all three go by and you get a picture-perfect 3K that's highlight material, but that's not going to be the situation. And it's going to be Ace Gaming to put their 11th on the board, and the CTs, they've got enough to buy in this round. Not the same could be said, though, if they drop this one.
Yeah, this is a massive momentum round for both teams here. Ace, I expect them to force buy if they lose it, but if they could break WinOut's economy here, move their way up to potentially 13-12, and they're only a couple rounds, or a couple gun rounds themselves away from finishing it out. WinOut here going with some aggression, heavy aggression, over towards the fountain, and the fact that they don't see anybody of Ace Gaming here at fountain allows them to now stack over towards the stairs area. Going to have a really quick rotate back towards B, but now only with 3 players there, they are rotating 2 up short fairly fast. Now making their way in. Ace suffer the first frag. Maxaki traded with that AWP. He's heating up a bit with that weapon. AGM just chomping at the bits to come in with a flank. It's going to be Jay Stone who steals his glory. It's going to be hard for Ace Gaming to get the bomb down here. They have to isolate some of these WinOut players before they can even make an attempt for it, but Pex, 2 big ones. And now suddenly WinOut at the disadvantage.
Yeah, Jacobson, crucial on the flank here. Wild Roy hasn't been spotted as of yet, but Disciple slowly lurking into the pit front site. Jacobson finally makes his location known as he drops Vez. Bomb still in the back of Disciple as Pex trying to get peeky. Spots out Jacobson. Can't find the frag, and it's going to be Wild Roy to take down Disciple as he tried to aggress towards the A side of things. And Pex does spot him out. Wild Roy should have the advantage on the other side of the smoke, but Pex actually makes it through, and he's going to try and pop a flash here and find a favorable 1v1, but it's not going to be so. Wild Roy puts him down. And 13-11 is our scoreline. Big round there from the CT side. as if they lost that one, eco territory, and it could have been bleak for them. But now they put the T's on an eco, and actually, I lied. They're going to go for a forced-up buy here, as they honestly don't have a lot to work with, but they're going to go for it, try and keep the pressure on, as the CT still, with the amount of players they lost in that round, are in a bad spot, economically speaking.
Yeah, a couple of their players aren't best off. Now Ace Gaming looks like they want to run a quick split on the short here. They see the boost, and WinOut doesn't get anything done with their boost. Still trying to go for it. Now, what does Ace Gaming do with that information? They just hold short. It's going to allow WinOut to set up as they please. And still just hanging out of the short. What's their game plan? They're not trying to boost over. They're still just hanging out around this area. They have no other prongs to attack from. I don't like this from Ace Gaming. WinOut, all they have to do is sit here, and they're going to win.
And it looks like they're prepping smokes at the moment. Disciple's lined his up. He's waiting for Pex to give his call, and then they're going to go for it. So the smokes are raining in, and we'll see exactly where they land, as looks like they've got a number that allow them to get out through short, I guess, but they walk out into the waiting arms of AGM and the CT side. It's only Pex left, and he's going to be able to find Jay Stone, but blindside as Wild Roar comes out from below, and it's going to be 14-11. So interesting that they use the smoke strat there. I'm not sure if I like it, though, as, again, if WinOut is waiting on the other side, you're running through smokes into some harmful hands. That is for certain.
Yeah, and without, like I was saying, any other prong to attack from, it's really easy for the CTs there to focus all their attention on one location. And that's often half the battle as a CT is dealing with numerous threats from different areas and trying to manage that. And Ace Gaming making it easier for WinOut. 2 rounds away from victory is WinOut. Ace Gaming buying up some Tech 9s and then spreading out. They're taking the long fight versus an Opper with Tech 9s. I guess they were trying to fight any players that were aggressed. And now Vez goes down alone. For Ace Gaming, they had so many good ideas, but this one just very unimpressing.
I don't know how Maxaki just made it into the B bomb site. He was literally just standing on the plant area, and he was still crouched. And he's got like, they still haven't spotted me. Eventually, they peeked up and took him down.
Right.
But
Something is up. They know.
yeah, something's fishy here. But we've got Ace trying to further up towards the A bomb site, and I didn't like the way they worked that strat. As again, Maxaki going on his own, just decides to take B and sit on the site. Vez went down early as he tried to push front side A. Now Disciple will get dropped. Pex follows suit. Monty does get a plant out of it. So at the very least, they will have a little bit more money in this next round, but WinOut finds that 15th. And it is now overtime that Ace Gaming is shooting for if they want to take this map.
Yeah, if they don't want to see Mirage, going to have to win out and then some. Just win out here. 4 rounds to put it away. Where does Ace want to go? They have been struggling to deal with how WinOut's been playing early on at A, and the B rushes in recent times. WinOut has been able to deal with that. So the decision is going to be over towards A, at least early. Fighting for stairs control goes to AGM. Nobody in position for Ace Gaming yet to try to stuff him inside of the stairs. Okay, there it is. Pex, but quickly traded off by Wild Roy down to 1 HP. But WinOut, highly mobile, flanking from 2 different locations, stairs as well as long. Jacobson manages to get 1, cutting the numbers down to a 2 versus 3 for Ace Gaming at the deficit. And they're very spread out, with this bomb heading back towards long. Wild Roy posted up there with 1 HP. This isn't impossible for Ace Gaming. I don't like how spread out they are right now.
And Maxaki looked like he was on his way to help out, but decided to stop, thinking there might be a flank in order, but it's not going to be so. And he does come in to help out and drops a nade into the stairwell. Jacobson, or rather Jay Stone, down to 66, as he is going to get PP once again. Vez takes his head off, though, and now this is a favorable 2v2 as Wild Roy, they could sneeze on him, and he's going to go down. Grego is kind of the only one left to defend, and he's just going to hide out at this B bomb site. So if Vez and Maxaki decide to go over towards A, and they rain in smokes from mid. That being said, the way Grego is looking, he knows where they came from, and that's why we can see Wild Roy rotating back up towards A, as I think that was the read, or he's just guessing. But nonetheless, the trajectory of those nades did give away that it was from mid, and Wildroy goes down. Now Grego in a 1v2 wants to clutch this and bring this to Mirage.
So he is going to come up from CT. Now his location has been revealed. Maxaki flanking around. Oh, delivers himself out of position, and now Grego only has one guy to beat, Vez. Hanging out outside of the bathrooms. And Grego here has a lot of positions to clear with very little time. Hops on the bomb. Is he going to stick it? All Vez has to do is peek out and stick it in that position. There's way too many locations for the T not to peek it, and with the amount of time left, you don't really have time to go for anything else. So, now 15-12, and Ace. If they can win this one, the economy is going to start to hurt a little bit for WinOut, but you got to play perfect if you're Ace here.
Exactly, that is the current scenario. As we have two Galils that make it onto the field, and we saw Vez actually die after he found that final frag, and it would have been fortunate if he stayed alive, as, again, they have to use their entire economy to get them back in working order. And the only reason I bring that up is if they do continue on again, and they do have significant losses again, they're going to have to probably buy up Galils instead of the AKs, and it's going to hurt them. So we're going to see the T's take fountain control. Peck's pushed up near balloons here. Jacobson with his op in hand. He's kind of got to fall back here. He's overstayed his welcome, and I do not blame him at all for taking back. And now they're going to be working actually the same boost that we saw from Ace at the A bomb site here. It didn't come into effect too much. We saw how the A long players and that whole shenanigans worked out, but it's going to be Pex actually receives a shot to the leg, so down to 16 HP, but the rest of the T's working towards the B bomb site here. Is Vez with the bomb on his back. He is looking antsy to push.
Yeah, he is chomping at the bit here, just ready to go. Oh, and he gets his hits his mark onto J-Stone, leaving only one up inside the bomb site. Grego caught out of position as well. Now AGM left to try to figure this takeout. Instead, gonna go down. Now WinOut, 2 players remaining. May want to think about saving in this position. Another one goes down. Just Jacobson from above. He has to try to, stuff this bomb. His Ace, they get around him. Now they're going to get that planted. Jacobson with the AWP. He'd love to find a rifle here.
God.
Oh, he gets the timing.
Not gonna get it down.
All he has to do is survive. He needs to survive here, Ace. They got to hunt him down. They got to hunt him down now. Going for the frag is Neil. Gets the spam. Oh, so little time left. And Ace, big breath of fresh air there, as that almost was the match based upon time.
Yeah, Jacobson going for the checkmate play. Takes down the planter. And that got very close very, very quickly, as in the end, he does go down, and Ace Gaming win the round. And now, this is where things get very interesting, as we can see the monetary situation on the CT side. Wildroy underneath 2K, the rest of the players sitting around that mark. And if this round goes to Ace, we're at 15-14, and obviously we're going to have to see a buy from WinOut there, and we'll see how strong it actually is only have 3 rounds worth of loss bonus, and that's why we see the default pistols across the board. And time again, we see teams in this situation, and we highlight it every time, that they'll buy up a little bit in this round, and smart play by WinOut to just go with default pistols. All of the economy goes into that next round buy.
Yeah, and this is a perfect decision by them to go for that. Next round is everything, so maximizing potential instead of giving themselves a little bit more of a chance this round. One player to beat. Disciple takes him out. So, overtime or Mirage. 2 options here. WinOut close it out, and we're on to Mirage. Ace, if they could take this one, overtime. 1 round left, or does Ace want to take it for WinOut? Do they go for their aggression? I don't think it's been figured out yet. I'd like for them to go for their long as well as bathroom control. I think that, and then fall off immediately, because what we've been seeing from them is they've gotten some frags inside of the bathroom as well as long, but then they've stuck around. And Ace Gaming was able to bring it back from that. So they go for bathroom control, just not playing anybody inside of the halls. They have both angles covered from the fountain area. It looks like that's where Ace wants to head. Now, coming on through, Jacobson, stuffed by a smoke. Oh, misses his shot. This is going to clue in Ace Gaming what's going on. I don't think they're going to expect 2 players inside of the bathrooms. Jacobson can't find anybody with his AWP. This is allowing Ace Gaming to work their way up long as well as the bathroom area. Now Jacobson making his way back into the bomb site. Got to deal with the boost. Jacobson isn't whiffing everything. 3 op shots that he's whiffed consecutively that could have given WinOut a massive lead, and he's given a ton of information over towards the Ace Gaming side on where exactly this op is. So now Ace Gaming, that they've taken control of the bathroom area, they've pushed WinOut back. Now they can start playing the information game and head back towards B if they want to, but doesn't look like their mind is going to be swayed, and they are going to take into A anyways.
And Disciple playing around at Squeaky Door here. He knows there's players waiting on the other side, so he's just opening the door and closing it, trying to find some fire, but it is going to be, like you suggested, an A-bomb side taken. The flashbang works out really well. Maxaki on a Wild Roy. AGM, though, from the semi-truck in the back of sight. He finds 2, but finally they take him down. As well as Jacobson. So 2 on 3, and they drop the bomb carrier. It's only Jay Stone. Maxaki very low. Oh, Jay Stone almost finds the shot on him, but it's not going to be so. Jay Stone, can he make it happen here? They both peek his position. They know exactly where he's at. I don't know what Maxaki was thinking there. He just gave him a frag, and now one-on-one Disciple needs to hit the shot. Overtime or Mirage. That is the current situation, and it all comes down to this moment. Disciple didn't spot him through the smoke, and he's going to be slowly lurking up, and Disciple will use that headshot angle, but Jay Stone is there to finish it off. WinOut. They're going to bring it to Mirage, and it's a close one. That is for certain. 16-14. Ace Gaming just nearly brought it to overtime, but that final round did not work out for them, and Jay Stone comes in with the big clutch. So, guys,